It's time to sound the horns of winter because Frosty K is here to stay frosty. Now, the idea behind this deck is inspired by the fact that you have Chrono Lord Deios and Umbra that will allow you to do an insane amount of damage, even if you only have 4 Death Rattle minions, in the form of both Stegodons and the Freebooters. It's around 68-ish damage, if I remember right, if you have only those 4 minions die. However, if you use a lease on one of those Death Rattle minions, you can get even higher damaging breakpoints. Since each individual Death Rattle triggered by Umbra will trigger twice, Umbra will also trigger twice, thus giving you quadruple the damage. Now, for the loin guide of the list, you are going to be looking for Elise as the first card. Then you're going to be looking for early game removal tools, such as Mixologist or Frost Strike. Draw power cards are pretty good to keep too, such as Slippery Slope. And finally, Frostbitten Freebooter is pretty good too. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. It depends on what type of or warrior this is actually going to end up being. Okay, I mean, Mixologist isn't really that useful. Okay, Mixologist is only useful if our opponent is playing. Actually, no, Mixologist is useful if we can get a res on the freebooter early on in the game, or if they're not playing exactly this. I kind of want to coin out one of the freebooters. They're probably not going to be able to get rid of it this turn. We can slam down the other freebooter next turn, and then it kind of insulates them. Like, they either get to choose to do 5 damage to their face, or they get to not get rid of them for a few turns. Slamming down the other one, going face, doing the 2 damage. I mean, that got rid of the minion. I mean, Elise as a top deck, that's pretty good. Probably going for 1 copy and then discover a spell, probably. Hopefully we can get off of the Mixologist a Resurrection. I mean, also getting Stegodon wouldn't be bad. I'm always weary now to slam down our Elise location because everyone is running Garrison, it feels like. I get why. I don't know. It's one of those cards that, like, I get why people are doing it. Perfect, actually. I don't know if 3 freebooters is actually what I really want in the pool, but yeah. Or 4 freebooters, I should say. I'm going to keep the location until we can get a Stegodon. I'd rather get more Stegodons than not. Okay. Also, this deck can do an insane amount of damage that, like, most people would never, ever, ever think it would be able to do. Okay, okay, okay. Let's strike this minion from the history books. Only can choose Remorseless Winter. Oh, there's the Stegodon. Oh, perfect curve for Stegodon, too. That's great. Okay, Marin. Don't really necessarily care about the Marin. Deios is a really nice top deck. Okay, all we need now is Umbra. I'm grabbing the Soul Searching for a few reasons. It could give us multiple Umbras, huh? That sounds cool, right? And we also don't really use corpses in this list, so it gives us, you know, a bit of, like, extra oomph. Probably don't need the extra oomph, but, you know. There's the Ziliax. This isn't going to work how they want it. Bob's kind of funny. None of those are freebooters, but that's okay. Not freebooters. Umbra. I haven't cast a frost spell. Interesting. I would have expected myself to have done that. Okay, we're chipping away at their HP, which is good. Okay. I mean, we could use Bob to try to draw Umbra. The thing that I really want to do before they slam down Ham is draw into the Umbra. Okay. That could make things a little bit more annoying to deal with. We do have ways to get through that damage or those blocked instances really, really quickly, but okay, Exologist and Glacial Shard. I don't want to burn a card is the main problem here. Never mind, we got the Umbra in hand. How much armor are they going to gain? We're not going to do the combo this turn. We'll probably do it the following turn. There's the Ham. Also, one of my favorite signatures of all time, and reminds me, I still want to do a deck with Ham as like the call for like target because I thought that would be really, really funny. I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, give me something good. I mean, I'll take Freebooter. It's not the best price target there, but it's still pretty decent. I'm just trying to get cards out of our hand. Okay. That's I I wish we had that card before I got the copy of Freebooter, but that's okay. Mm, you can armor up all you want. I think this I I don't know the exact math for this combo, but it is like an insane amount. Oh, that's a perfect hit, actually. They unfreeze. Maybe not as perfect as I was thinking it was. Okay, I'm going to stall this out for another turn. I know this is the greedy play, and I get it. I shouldn't, but I think we can freeze all their minions so they can't slam down their quest reward, and then we're A-okay, right? Okay, okay. Gotta love that being a rotation. Would have loved to get an additional copy, but that's okay. Oh, we needed the mana. We couldn't have done the combo anyways if we wanted to. We need one more mana for it. You need 14 mana, or basically 12 mana. Deuce. And we're going to end this game. Stay frosty, my friend. It's insane how much damage this actually does. Okay, I'm going to keep Elise and I'm going to keep Froststrike here. This is probably going to actually be the last game for the night. I'm just going to edit tomorrow's video right after this. And then after this stream, I should be in a position where, well, actually, no. After Thursday stream, I should be in a position where I can, like, go a little bit longer. I'm, truth be told, I would go longer. The only reason I haven't is because the decks that we're facing are decks we've been facing for months. And fingers crossed we get, like, some type of balance change next week. So, let's use our hero power, get the Divine Shield off, and then we slam Froststrike into here next turn. Okay. What are we going to get here? This could work. Okay, we slam down Elise next turn. Go from there. Okay, let's use Elise into a little bit of armor and a copy gain. Assuming they're like, oh, maybe they'll have a balance. And no, we don't. We just... Okay, so... Oh. Yeah, I'll grab this, take it on. I should have actually chose something different first. That's actually kind of my bad. Oh, well. Yeah, I figure we'll make the video for tomorrow tonight. I'll try to brew up some lists tomorrow also for Thursday's stream. We're ahead, but we're behind because Rooney comes out tomorrow. So we're technically behind. But we're also ahead because... Yeah, it is what it is. I can't test a deck until a card comes out, right? I think what we do is we freeze their Stegodon. And then slam down one of the Ancients to draw a card. We'll use Cryptic Map to see what we can grab next turn. Great. Now I have to worry about stupid Ice Trap. Actually, no. We don't have to worry about stupid Ice Trap because we just use Cryptic Map and then we'll be fine. I was like, we have to worry about that in case our opponent, like... So we can't do the Horn of the Winter play, but, like, we can still, so no biggie. We have no, like, other play for this turn. Also, I guess it kind of depends on what we top deck. Yep. I had a sneaking suspicion that's what that was going to do. Let's see what we can grab. Okay. Wait, what? Secret? Did they make new upgraded? I'm curious if they'll make a copy of this. which is probably the proper play for them. Okay. Ah, we're fine. I was like, we could push for the turn. It's 48 damage. We have 48 damage. Actually, I'm gonna do the slower play. Just freezing out the board. I mean, Stegodon as a top deck is really, really nice. Okay. This should be game. This is a whopping, like, 80-something damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, now we're through the games. Let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So I ended up playing 15 games with the deck, ended up with a 67% win rate, which I was not expecting this deck to perform as well as it did. It turns out actually Deios and Umbra is a very, very potent combo in a list like this, and you have a lot of ways throughout the list to stall out until you can get the combo online through either your early game freebooters or time stops. Overall, if you're looking for a deck to use Frost cards in DK and you want something a little bit on theme for the time of year, this is a great one for y'all to try out. But before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento in the recruit rank and Ruben in the member rank. If you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can join one of the 3 tiers. But if you can't afford to do that, you can always leave a like, comment, subscribe if you already haven't, turn on the notification buttons if you have, or use the new hype button that I don't really know what does. But until next time, bye-bye.